Good morning. My name is Dr. Richard Colgan. I'm an associate professor at the University of Maryland School of Medicine in Baltimore, where I'm also director of undergraduate education for the Department of Family and Community Medicine. We're going to hear some poetry of life stories from medical students and residents from throughout the United States. The idea for this talk came from a quote from Sir William Osler. The quote is, "Nothing will sustain you more potently than the power to recognize in your humdrum routine, or so it may seem, the true poetry of life, the poetry of the commonplace, of the ordinary man, of the plain toil-worn woman, with their loves and their joys, their sorrows and their griefs." I've wanted to share some of the art of medicine with residents and students, and I have just written a book entitled Advice to the Young Physician on the Art of Medicine, in which is a chapter entitled The Poetry of Life. And I invite you now to hear some poems that some students and residents have encountered in patients they've met through the years. Our next presenter is Fallon Mattis from Columbia University College of Physicians and Surgeons.
Hi, my name is Fallon Andrea Mattis. I'm from Columbia University in New York City, College of Physicians and Surgeons. And my essay is basically the first day of my family medicine clerkship. So on a wonderful summer day, I woke up at 7:30. I slept well and woke up with that familiar feeling of excitement that I have just before I start a new rotation. After hitting the snooze button once, twice, maybe 3 times, I crawled out of bed thinking about what to expect on my first day of family medicine. As I brushed my teeth, I mentally rehearsed the day's schedule and thought about possible reading assignments and tried to remember what it was like to interview a patient, to do a physical exam, to come up with a differential that makes sense. I really didn't know what to expect on my first day. As I got dressed, I grabbed my schedule and rushed out of my dorm room. I took a deep breath and I expected the unexpected. I went to clinic and I saw quite a few patients on my first day. I saw everything ranging from OB prenatal visits to well child exams to adult medical care. After meeting with patients and their families and attending physicians, I was fascinated. Reading about disease and actually seeing patients was amazing. Trying to understand how the body works and how we, as mere human beings, can influence its function was overwhelmingly beautiful. I always had a strong desire to really understand what I was studying, but I always felt like there was an artificial distance between me and the material. And I think this is a limitation of learning from a textbook. Seeing patients on my first day was great because this decreased the artificial distance that I struggled with my preclinical years. Facts that I memorized for exams became more than pieces of information I needed to know for a fleeting moment. They became real symptoms of real people. This was the moment that I realized that I was in love. For the first time, I had found a match, my partner, something that fulfilled me in a way that nothing else really could. This was the moment that I realized that I was in love with family medicine and community medicine, and I always would be. For the first time since my 3rd year of medical school, I felt like I discovered my niche. After having this epiphany, in addition to assisting with patients, I spent the rest of my day speaking with attendings about long-term patient care and why they became fascinated with the field. And I will never forget what one attending told me that day. Family medicine is like a beautiful, endless journey. You'll learn something new every day. After speaking with this influential attending, what I wanted in a career became quite clear, and it was threefold. First, my work had to be satisfying. It could not be just another form of, dare I say it, delayed gratification, meaning it could not be something that I had to get through in order to fulfill my passion in the distant future. I needed the excitement right now. Family medicine can definitely provide me this by tapping into my passion for patient care in underserved communities specifically, and my strong desire to treat people of all ages. Second, my chosen field had to be full of possibilities for research and fellowships, the wealth of opportunities for fellowships ranging from my specific interest obstetrics to adolescent medicine to geriatrics. This is really what makes the field so attractive. Third, and finally, my work had to be something that I could picture myself really enjoying now, next year, and 20 years from now. It could never be something that would be at risk for just becoming another job, a 9-to-5 exercise. Family medicine is a field that I could genuinely enjoy, really care about, and hopefully make a contribution to in the future. I not only want, but I need to leave my mark, my footprint on a field that I love. As the day came to a close, I became a little sad. I guess time really does fly by when you're having fun. At 5:15 p.m., my first day was officially over. I took my bag, my schedule, and my stack of reading for the week. As I walked in the rain toward my dorm room, I began thinking about the patients I saw and their families. What will ultimately happen to them? How can I make a difference in the care of patients like them in the future? I couldn't stop thinking about them that evening, and I was especially preoccupied with what that attending told me the day. As I went to bed, I thought to myself, this is going to be a rich and fulfilling experience. I'm still not sure what to expect exactly, but that's okay. I'll wake up tomorrow morning at 7:30 a.m. I'll take a deep breath and expect the unexpected. Thank you.